Alright, so I'm out here today. It rained straight through the night for the most part, pretty heavily, and everything is pretty wet. So I wanted to come out. I'm going to do a couple projects today, and I didn't bring too much stuff out with me. I brought just a small knife, and I brought my market wallet, which inside I have some charred punkwood, which I did in a video prior. I have my flint steel and a small piece of candle. So I'm going to go out, get a little bit of footage of me gathering some materials, and then we'll get our fire lay and get our fire started. Stay tuned. Okay, so you saw me out gathering some wood, and I tried to stay off the ground as far as gathering the wood as much as possible because, like I said, it was pretty wet out, and it still is pretty damp out. The ground's really wet. So I found a lot of dead standing. That was a dead standing pine that I was breaking a lot of them branches from, and that stuff's almost completely dry. Maybe some of the larger pieces are a little bit damp, but everything else is dry. And when you're building a fire lay, there's ton of YouTube videos out there on that. You want to start with small material and work up to big. So I have 3 different sizes of material here: small, medium, and then my large material. And what I was gathering off the down pine that you actually saw me breaking the limbs off was fatwood, or pitchwood, some people call it. And basically that's just the resins in the pine tree. They're all collecting in one area. So the stuff that I gathered, it didn't have too high a concentrations, but I did get a few pieces that it'll work for what we're going to do today. So I'm going to keep 2 of these back, and I'm only going to use 1 piece, and I'm not even going to use this whole piece for what we're going to do. So you saw me scraping that down prior to this segment. I'm going to put that on a leaf on the bed of the fire, and then build my fire lay around it, which you're going to see shortly. But to ignite that, what we're going to do is, because I don't have a ferrocerium rod or a lighter with me right now, is we're going to ignite our punkwood with our flint and steel, and then from that I'm going to light my candle, and then I'm going to just touch that flame to that fatwood, the scrapings of the fatwood that I processed, and that stuff's instantly going to go up. Then I'm conserving a lot more of my candle, and I don't have to keep it over any type of wood to dry it out or anything. I'll let that pine resin, that pine pitch that we gathered, do the work for me, and we'll get our fire started. Alright guys, so I'm going to put my fire lay together. I showed scraping the fat wood and we went over just quickly some materials I gathered. So I'm going to get this together. We're going to ignite the candle and start our fire. Okay, we got our candle lit. Gonna throw my lid. On my char tin. Now generally, as a rule, when your flames are higher than your fuel source, you can add your next size wood. So we're going to let this burn a little bit. Let's keep working this into the center. Alright guys, thanks for joining me for this quick video. Wet/damp fire starting. Like I said, try different things in your kit. You carry these resources, make sure you're practicing with them. Till the next one. Thanks guys.